And off we go for and it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
To throw now, here's Love. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a hit and a loose football. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. That's some good hard running there as he pushes his way forward for about 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action. Love to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 3rd and 2.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Play fake. Here's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing. Love. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
1st down, Denver.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, Love. Over the middle, caught by McConkey. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Broncos 1st down.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd
They
and
run it
10.
with Pacheco from the gun. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Love now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
A 37-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
Rams.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Rams, first down.
On the ground, it's a rookie from Texas Tech. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Young. Oh, a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
A gain of 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And inches.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Washington. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A play fake. Now Young. He's got a man. It's his fullback. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Number 42. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parker, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 27.
Brings up 3rd down.
Young takes it on a sneak, and he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Young to throw it this time. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well.
A gain of 19 yards.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and run through on 1st and goal. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll try to throw now. Young. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 3.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Play action this time with Love. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Love. And he is caught. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Again, it's Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And it's 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. That one completes to McConkey. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Rams ready to go on offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Throw right side looked in here by Dash. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them, and plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
The defense was
line.
dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at
The Rams sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, we saw
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. Cade York on now for the field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Love. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A 57-yard gain. And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 4-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cade Otton from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Ryland on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive, 4 plays. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cody Barton there to bring him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 9. Young now from the 50. That one too wide and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kenneth Walker, 49 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
To throw now. Here's Love. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Final play of the half, Love. And his throw is incomplete. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
16 at the 17.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here is Young. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Here is 3rd and 5.
Washington. 12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
Now Young. Pressure comes and down he goes. That time multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Love from the gun. Now this one finds McConkey. 3rd and 4. ground looking to throw it.
And it's third down.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing, Young. And his throw here is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
It's Young off play action. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 41. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Love will sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
At the 22-yard line.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Rams.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Rams, 1st down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And Walker once more. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Walker. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Young. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Cody Barton on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
They'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Boys, you got this.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So the Broncos coming out now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Oh, they tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
they certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Parker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Brings up
To throw, Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
a gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Washington. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
The extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Second and 10. Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos
Throwing. Love. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Love's pass. Complete to Isaiah Pacheco. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second and 6. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's to the left side, pulled in by Bash. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Rams' 43-yard line.
Love now. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Here's Love. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Intended for Lejante Wester. Incomplete. It's second down and
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and 5. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's now 4th
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air again, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense.
Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Young now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been 1 step ahead of this defense all game long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They come up with 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning to work with. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at the line.
Here's Love. He'll try and do this himself. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll come up first and 10 here.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Now
First down,
Love.
Broncos.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Love looking to throw it. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So it's the Rams here that take home the W, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense, getting set to come out. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling, multiple wins going into their bye week, and I can tell you what, the energy around that building, going into a bye, know you're playing really good ball, it makes that week a lot better, certainly, than the alternative.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Hill brought in motion. To the air. On second down, here's Allen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. So fourth down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. And it's fourth down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field, and he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Play action. It's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and long.
12 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be fourth down. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And on this first down, it's Johnson. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Murray on 3rd down. Pushed out to his left. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
It's a designed run for Murray. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So let's check out this call. Now a second down throw for Murray. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He's going to try it here again. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8.
They put Wilson in motion. Open left side is Gesicki. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. Here's first and 10.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Chargers first down.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
So,
second.
from the 37, here's second down and 3. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 3 yards to go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On third down, it's Allen. Out wide, that's Singletary. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Chargers first down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
A gain of 5 brings
On
up
second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown Chargers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact, balance, and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
Good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get about 5. From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. On the RPO, a pass taken by Ridley. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. As we are ready to get back underway. Brian Cook there defensively to knock that one away.
The coverage by Brian Cook.
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. They'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
Bishop on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Another run here with Johnson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen going to keep it on his own read. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. They'll try and run for the 1st with Singletary.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here. beginning with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Johnson. Past the 45. A terrific run finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. Pick up of 46 yards. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. This one finds Lockett down the left side. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
He was covered by
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, throw here for Allen. From up and down, just shy of the 40. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Throwing is Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Play action now, and here's Allen. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air once more is Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Allen to throw again. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle. Here's Singletary. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Here's Allen to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And this one blown up. Good serve. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. On on the give. It's Singletary. And he'll take this one in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Chargers 14, Ravens 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Murray. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chargers offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. He'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Julian Love brings him down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore. After that, here's a 2nd and 6. Atwell sent in motion here. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
From the gun, Josh Allen. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. From the gun, here is Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Allen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. Gesicki, the man in motion. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 2nd down, they need 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Kirsten Darrisaw, the 1st-round pick in 2021. Guilty that time. Now a second down throw from Murray. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Now third down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Into the hands of Lockett. Complete. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chargers offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
One final throw before the break. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, LA. His 4th TD grab of the season.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play action. It's Murray. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
A run. It's Jones. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Murray looking to throw. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Murray will throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. To throw is Murray. Here comes the screen to Jones. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Murray keeping it himself. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Taylor on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now second.
From the gun, it's Murray. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. Third down coming up. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
The 31-yard line.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 24 now, here's second and 3.
At the 24-yard line.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
For a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the ground now with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Murray now on second down. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Back to throw is Murray. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
A 28-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
The 24-yard line.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
On third down, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Singletary now on first and 10. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Yards on the play. And the Chargers first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 6. That's another Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Allen working from the pistol. This one complete to Atwell. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Chargers first down.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Forced out left. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Chargers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. A gain of 2. Brings up second
down, 8 to go from the 28. Again, it's Jones. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. It is 3rd and 10. Now it's Murray. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. Play action. It's Allen. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up
From the gun, here is Allen. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A quick slant caught by Hill. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Up the middle they go. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now, a handoff to Singletary. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Again, it's Singletary. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. No issues there. This one is good. And the Chargers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And their woes in the running game continues. He's going to be taken down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and long.
Taylor on the coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He's going to have a Ravens first down. They convert in style there. Big play on fourth and long.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
20-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a second down throw from Murray. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Throwing now, Murray on first down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score! Sam Laporta! Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way. He tried to remain a passer for as long as he could, but then he decided to call his own number and see if he could take it in himself. Really nice job by the defense, keeping the integrity of the pass coverage, and I think next time that ball's got to come out of his hand, and even if it's incomplete, give your guy a chance.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On first down, Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Allen going to keep it on his own read. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. And the Chargers have the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Up the middle, here's Singletary. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Ravens 46.
They'll run once more with Singletary. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, L.A.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Atwell sent in motion here. They'll go back to Singletary on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. The RPO, that one is complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Number 16. A gain of 9 brings up second
down. Murray. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Baltimore first down.
And he'll spike it here and stop it with 45 seconds to go. On second down, Murray. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Murray's going to throw again. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's going to have the Ravens first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense, to be honest. It was 4th and 3, and they picked up 8. Now Murray to throw on second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Jalen Smith on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Murray. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Chargers are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.